So how will one niche actually save your coaching and therapy business? So what I want to do, guys, is really point out some added benefits to niching. Now, I've talked a lot in the past, and I have a lot of videos on YouTube about this, of the importance of niching when it comes to really defining the type of client that you want to work with, whether you're a coach or a therapist, NLP, RTT, or even a healer. Why you do want to niche down into a certain type of client and solve a certain type of problem. But I want to point out an added benefit that I don't think I've talked about yet, and it should really make you consider as to why or how to fix your coaching and therapy business if you're not getting a lot of traction, meaning you're not getting a lot of paid clients. So off to the left here, we know that finding one niche that is highly defined. Anytime something is not defined, where it's just too vague, or as a therapist or a coach, you're more like a generalist, you're not really an expert in anything, we know that this is going to have a negative effect towards our marketing, onto our income, onto our scalability of our business, and ultimately to our success. So we do want to make sure that we have one very defined niche, just one. You don't want to come out of your certification or your training and pick far too many niches at far too many things, because then you're stuck competing with every other therapist or coach in the industry that is the generalist. And with a generalist type of approach to business, you find that you can only charge a generalist price. Your marketing is going to be very general, and it just really confuses and complicates what should be a very easy business model, which is basically get paid clients. So really one defined niche. And moving forward, flowing forward, we know that this is going to help with our marketing. So if you're looking at your marketing and you're waking up every day thinking, how should I market my business today? What should I talk about on my Facebook Live? What should I post? What should I make an announcement about? What should I create for Instagram or YouTube or Facebook? It probably means that you haven't highly defined the niche. Again, once you define the niche, it helps you create the right type of niched content. And we know that our potential clients are looking for answers to their problems. So solving their problems with a very tight niche marketing approach will help you stand out as the expert. So again, if you're struggling with your marketing, you're confused on what type of marketing to create, it probably means that you haven't defined the niche enough, and you're basically at the mercy of just guessing what to create. And again, your marketing comes out as very general. It doesn't hit the point. You can't turn your content into paid clients, and it seems like you're showing up in your business each day and nothing's really happening. But what I want to point out is just below this is what happens again once you niche in terms of your skill as a therapist or a coach. So I often hear this when I talk about niching down and becoming the expert in just one thing, helping one type of client with one problem. And I hear this a lot, especially on strategy calls, where the student will say to me, but Scott, I don't know if I can call myself an expert. I don't know if I'm good enough at solving that one problem. Here's the thing. At the very start of just being certified, you're not meant to be that expert yet. But one easy way to become that expert, where you can essentially solve one specific problem better than your competition, is by niching. Think about it like this. Could you imagine if you just saw the same type of client over and over again, solving the same sort of problem over and over again? Well, what do you think would happen? Well, generally, you'd start getting really good at solving that one problem. If you look at anything you've done in your life, over time, practice really does make you perfect at it. So when niching down not only helps us target a specific client, it helps us get really defined in our marketing, but it helps you start to solve that one specific problem better than everybody else. So you can become the overnight expert. You can become that go-to therapist or a coach because you've dedicated 100% of your focus to solving one thing. So from there, this flows again into an expert price, not a generalist price. A generalist price might be $50, $100, $150 per hour, where an expert could charge upwards of $1,000 all the way up to $5,500. And we have our students doing this right now because they have found one niche. They are targeting with their marketing something very defined. They have worked on building up this one skill that solves a problem better than their competition, and their clients understand and see the value of why they're so expensive. So really, not only is niching going to save your business as a coach or a therapist, but it will help you become that expert, which your clients are looking for, which helps you demand an expert price. So if you're unsure about how to solve a specific problem and you find that you can solve most problems okay, but it's not really demanding an expert price, you're not really niching down to anything, and you are concerned that you are not the overnight expert, niching is the answer. There is nothing negative about niching. Everything you do where you can niche down to one specific thing, you can define the systems and the processes in your business down to one, you will find that your business will take off very, very quickly. You'll get so much traction in your business other than when you're just being the generalist. So keys to niching, you want to define your niche, helps you define your marketing and define your ideal client. Anytime there's vagueness in your marketing, your business approach, your systems, your income, your processes, the infrastructure, basically everything that we call a coaching or therapy business, anytime there's vagueness, you're going to be dealing with vague clients, random clients that want to work with you that are not ideal, won't pay your expert price. You'll find that you may be doing, sure, marketing every day, but it's not getting anyone's attention. Your content is not turning into strategy calls. If it is turning into strategy calls, you're getting all the wrong clients that are essentially wasting your time and not committing and don't want to pay your prices. This is what happens when we add vague structure to our business. Niching also helps you become the master at solving one very specific problem better than your competition, which, like I said, becoming the expert in solving one problem demands an expert price. So I've talked about niching so often now, but I wanted to point out how niching really helps you create your expert skill, which is going to create that expert price that I know you're worthy of, that I know you should be demanding. So again, why picking one niche will solve your business. Hopefully this answered your question and also pointed out why it's so important and how not only is it going to help with your niching and your marketing expert price, but it's going to help you become the expert solving that one problem in your market. So that's all from me for today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.